So yesterday I posted something about how Horizon Zero Dawn is beautiful but tedious, a good-looking game with just kind of a lot of repetitive systems that we've seen before, and that maybe it's just not doing enough, or maybe doing too much. Anyways, that's what I talked about yesterday. But what I noticed a lot in the comments, what I've seen elsewhere, is a lot of people making some really fucking stupid assertions, frankly, about the game's politics. So a lot of people get really annoyed by social justice warriors, SJWs, who make a really big deal about games that are sexist or don't have enough inclusiveness or racial variety, things like that. A lot of gamers say, "Oh, these SJWs, you're trying to ruin our games. They're always outraged by something." I don't like the term SJW because I prefer the outrage warrior term, which I think is a more all-encompassing term because it includes the other side of the coin, which are people who say fucking stupid things about games that are racist against white people or sexist against men. I'm not saying those things can't happen. There is racism against white people and sexism towards men. But let's take Horizon Zero Dawn, for instance. I got a lot of comments saying, "Oh, this game is so sexist because the female protagonist is trying to take out a male antagonist." Or it's racist against white people, ignoring the fact completely that the main character is a white person. It's neither of those things. These are comments either by people with really thin skin or people who haven't played the game, or just the perpetual outrage warriors on the other side of the aisle. And they're just as silly and outraged all the time as the SJWs are. I'm sorry, Horizon Zero Dawn is just a game. Its politics are not out to get men or white people. It's got a lot of white people. It's got a lot of diversity. It's got black people, Asian people, whatever. It's a post-apocalyptic United States basically. So it's got multiple colored people. It's got men and women, and the women, the matriarchs in charge of the tribal society have a lot of shortcomings. Matriarchy is not glorified here. It's presented as just another system that has its issues. And just because Aloy is a girl doesn't mean that the game is out to get men. This is the same stupid shit that people were saying with Mad Max. Now, Mad Max Fury Road had some problems, not the least of which was that Mad Max himself was definitely underplayed, and I didn't want that. I wanted more Mad Max in a Mad Max movie, but it wasn't out to get men. And this is just the thin-skinned outrage warriors on the right, typically doing the same things SJWs do: identity politics, muddying up just the enjoyment of a game with fucking identity politics. It's exhausting, frankly. I wish people would cut it the fuck out because it's really exhausting. No, Horizon Zero Dawn, you can make whatever you want out of it. Most people who play it won't think twice about what it's saying about men or women or racial identity or any of those things. They're going to think, cool, robot dinosaurs, I'm going to go kill those. They're going to think, damn, this whole gathering of health resources is tedious. And they're going to think, wow, it's a beautiful game. Reminds me kind of a bit of Far Cry or Tomb Raider. Of course, people were saying lots of things about those games too. You had SJWs decrying the racism of Far Cry, and you had outrage warriors on the right saying things about how Tomb Raider was sexist against men. And you know what? Just get over yourselves, people. That's all I have to say. Get a thicker skin and have some confidence in yourself. It's not about men or women or black people or white people. I mean, sometimes it is, but generally speaking, when it comes to this sort of reaction, it's about yourself, what's in your own heart, and what makes you afraid at night. So be a little tougher, man up. Stop worrying so much about what a video game says. It's just echoes of the violence in video games debate. People taking things too seriously and making mountains out of molehills. Just play the fucking games and enjoy them. Is it that hard? Is it that hard? I mean, I just don't see why it's that hard. Hint, it's not that fucking hard.